Hi everyone, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. And let me just, there we go. I think I was a little bit too close there. I have been a little missing in action lately, but I have been trying to do some crafting in my spare time, which I don't really have much of lately. I've just been really busy at work and with household responsibilities and things, so I haven't been able to come on as much as I wanted to. But I have been working on some things, and this is one of the things I wanted to share today. I actually have a whole pile of things right over there that I need to make videos for. Like I said, I'm running out of time. There's not many hours in the day that I can use, so I try to use my time wisely. So this is actually a custom journal for my godmother. She had called me little whiles ago and said that she was going on a trip this summer to Alaska, and she wanted to know if I can make one of those journal thingies for her. She's obviously not a crafter, but she does come to my craft show every year for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years. So she does see what I make. And I was a little confused when she was trying to describe it to me, because I do sell mini albums as well as junk journals at my craft shows, so I didn't really know what she was talking about. But then she was kind of telling me what she wanted in the journal, and I think it's more of a junk journal because she wants to be able to write in it, but she wants it to have a lot of pockets so she can stick stuff in it, like, you know, the brochures or whatever keepsakes she might find. And she wanted it portable enough. And with a mini album, those are not something you can just throw in your backpack or throw in your purse, because they are a little bit more delicate. And they're also a little heavier. Whereas a junk journal, I mean, you know, you can just toss it around and it'd still be fine. I tried to make this one a little extra solid. So, you know, I used a little bit more glue. I tried to sew a little bit more for things that I thought might not, might need a little extra stability. I don't know if that's the word I'm talking about. And so this is what I came up with. And because, I'm making it for her, and she isn't, like I said before, isn't a crafter, I didn't have to use a kit or anything, but I needed it Alaska themed. So basically what I did was I pulled all my images off of Pinterest. And since I'm not really selling it, I don't have to really, I don't think, worry about copyright things. But I don't know, because I'm just kind of giving it as her early Christmas present / take this with you to Alaska gift. So this is what I came up with. And actually, all the images I did use in here, they are vintage. So, I mean, I don't know from what year, but I wanted to make it a little bit more, I don't know, junk journal-y, I guess. So what I did, instead of doing a ribbon closure or one with like eyelets here and tie it, because, you know, you're on the move and you don't really have the time to maybe sit down, tie it up or whatever, you want to just kind of put stuff in it and then go. What I did was, this here is elastic ribbon, and I just tied it, and that way also it can grow with a book, or shrink with a book, whatever she puts in it. So what I did was, I wanted something really kind of neutral, but I like this material. And so I use this for the cover. So the cover is covered in fabric, and then on the inside I have paper from, and I don't see it here, it was from, I think, one of the Recollections paper pads that I used. And then there's cardstock on the inside. So, you know, oops. Oh well. It's a little crooked, but as you put things in it, it'll kind of straighten out. I don't know what I was saying. Sorry. I was talking about the inside of the cover. So yeah, so I made it a little bit extra sturdy, and I did sew all around it, plus I glued it. So I glued the fabric on, and I glued the cardstock on, or the pattern paper on, and then I sewed around everything. So hopefully that's going to keep everything in place. And then what I did, this was actually a scrap piece of paper, but what I wanted to do was put something in the front so she could write, you know, the dates of the trip and like the year and, you know, whatever. So kind of as like a title page. So I did that. Then what I did, this was a postcard, a vintage postcard that I turned into a pocket. And it says save the date, and it says Alaska. And so I thought that would be appropriate for the first page. And then inside, from some of the cutoffs, I made this little notepad thing. It's called the Vacation Planner. And then inside, I've used these, and I'm sure if you watch my channel, you've seen me use these before. They came all on, oh, actually, they're right here. I think they're for some kind of game, because if you see here, it's 1 through 10 and there's lines. But my thinking was, you know, if there's things that she wanted to see or things that she wanted to do, she could just kind of jot it down inside. And then I put, you know, several pieces of paper in so she won't run out. So that is there. And of course, you know, she doesn't have to keep it here, but I just put stuff in different pockets just so she kind of see. And then I found these, and this is the like a travel planner page, day 1 all the way to day 7, and then there's notes, eat, see, do, etc. So I thought that would be fun. I made 2 copies, just, you know, if she wants to use those. And then of course in this I didn't want to doll anything up. I didn't want to use ribbons or, you know, buttons or charms, just because she really is using this as a daily journal to journal her travels in Alaska. And so she did say she did want writing room, so we have different kinds of blank spaces for her to write. Then I also, all the pockets, a lot of the pockets I used pattern paper, and I folded up one edge and then sewed it to make the pocket here. And then here I just added some more of those little papers. But, I mean, she can tuck anything she wants in here. And then here was, I realized as I was cutting out the pages, you know, I always grab music sheet paper, but I'm like, what is she going to do with music sheet paper? So all the little printouts that I printed out, I used the note paper to kind of you turn it into a page, but then see, you have Alaska there. And then on the back, what I did was I had another extra piece of paper, and this is a perfect spot where she could jot something down there if she wanted to. And then more writing space, another pocket here, writing space. And then I also have to tell her too, these kind of spaces, I mean, she could definitely, if she wanted, write on it, but I thought if she took some pictures and she had a few that she really liked, she could use this kind of as a background, or when she printed out, maybe print 2 smaller pictures and, you know, put them in here. And then here's another. This looks like a coloring book page. It says, Forget Me Not. This is the Alaska State flower. And, you know, if she wants to doodle while she's on the plane and color it in, she's more than welcome to do that. And then I did make some envelopes. And I don't have anything in the envelopes, but she can put whatever she wants in there. Like ticket stubs or, you know, whatever she wants. So there's that. More writing spaces. Here's this one, Alaska Highway, Fairbanks, 1,568 miles that way. So this was actually a photograph, Dawson's Creek. I think it says Dawson's Creek, BC. I'm wondering if that's British Columbia. I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing. And then here, what I did was I put paper so that there's more room to journal here and here. Some more room. Here's the middle. And in this part, I made a little, kind of like a little notebook. And again, I have a printout of the actual state. And then I put my little notes down here. And this, oh, I also have a pocket on the inside with some extra scrap paper just in case she needs to jot something down quickly. I have this here, and actually I think this little tag here is one of the ephemera pieces from Elsie Bell's bookshelf. But I love these, so I cut one out and put it there for her. And then here is just all lined papers and some plain papers. But this is kind of like a little notebook that if she wants to take it out with her, she can, if she doesn't want to take the whole thing for a day trip or something. And then I can just slide in there, or wherever she wants it. Here's the Alaska state flag. And then again on the back, this flip out for plenty of journaling. And here is the, it says on the bottom, famous totem poles in Sitka National Park, Alaska. So that's pretty cool. And then on the back here, we have another place to store some little keepsakes inside. Another pocket, journaling pages, Alaska, land of adventure. Another pocket. And then here, I made another little a little notebook, because I didn't know exactly how she was traveling with this, if she wanted to take this whole big thing with her everywhere. So that's why I made a couple little notebooks, that if she wanted to just go on a short outing, she could take a little notebook and jot down what she wanted to jot down. And then, oh, that's the last page. And in the back here, what I did, I closed this with Velcro, but I made a little pouch. And these are just some printouts that I did. But she can stick stuff in the back here. So there's room to put other things there. And then the Velcro will keep it closed. And that's it. So it's a junk journal, but it's catered towards somebody who's really not a crafter, isn't into junk journaling, but wants something to take with them when they're traveling. So hopefully she'll like it. Hopefully it will get plenty of use, and I'll get to see it this summer after she comes back and fills it with her adventures. So this is the first video of several. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to do today, if it's just going to be this one or more. But I am back for a while because it's still really busy. But I'll try to keep up with my videos, or just even check-ins or whatever. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.